Remember the GoPro Karma drone? Well, version 2 might be on its way. Hi, I'm Ash from DroningON, and just before we start, if you enjoy this content, please click that subscribe button, because the more subscribers we have, the more reviews we can bring you from exclusive launches such as those from DJI and maybe GoPro as well. We've discovered a little bit of information that might lead us to suspect that the GoPro Karma might be getting a revamp. Now that might be an updated version of their original drone, or it could be an entirely new GoPro Karma 2. But before we dive into what we found, let's just talk a little bit about the background. So GoPro are a market-leading manufacturer of action cameras, and that's always been their history. So starting right back at the beginning in 2014, GoPro actually were in talks with DJI to produce a GoPro branded drone. Not many of you may know this, but this stemmed from the original Phantom series using GoPro cameras mounted underneath these very basic drones at the time, with either a static mount or a very basic original form of a gimbal. Talks with DJI and GoPro actually failed, but then GoPro started talking to 3DR, also known as 3D Robotics, but unfortunately they were unable to deliver on time, and so finally in mid-2015 GoPro started development on their own drone, which would later be named Karma. The start of this development coincided with DJI launching their incredibly successful Phantom 3 series. 3DR also at that time just went bust. With development behind the scenes going really well, GoPro announced their drone officially in late 2015, and they said that they would launch in 2016, and their marketing campaign build-up was immense. I mean, we love the trailers and the teasers that we get from DJI, but GoPro's marketing efforts were absolutely incredible. None of us could guess what was coming. We knew it was going to be a drone, but knowing that GoPro was a leading camera manufacturer, we thought it was going to be something really truly exceptional. May 2016 arrived and we were expecting the launch, but unfortunately GoPro delayed it. That was the first sign that there might be problems in the GoPro camp. However, Karma did finally arrive in October. The launch event was broadcast live and it was very snazzy and impressive, and the build-up once again was really well orchestrated. But when the drone was actually announced and when we were shown the specifications and the features of this new Karma drone, there was a massive amount of disappointment and anticlimax that GoPro had spent so long developing something that had to rival DJI's offering, and actually it was just a very basic drone which at launch didn't even have follow me, which just seems crazy on a drone designed for the action market. Now, within just a few months after launch, GoPro suffered big issues with Karma drone. There were lots of returns, crashes, failures, Karmas dropping out of the sky, and it was eventually determined that the cause of this was a power issue, a connection problem between the battery and the drone, and so GoPro launched a mass recall of every single unit. Now, massive respect for GoPro because they refunded every single customer, and I believe that they even gave these customers as a courtesy gesture a free GoPro Hero camera, which is very kind. However, consumers were disappointed, let down, and the trust that consumers had with GoPro as a drone manufacturer was broken. In November 2016, GoPro then announced that they were making redundant about 200 of their staff. It seemed to be specifically from their drone team, so that signaled the end of Karma. However, in January 2017, Karma was announced as a relaunch. We didn't know when, but GoPro did tell us that it was going to be arriving again onto the market after some fixes. So once again, it was in stock and available to be bought, but it just didn't seem to sell well. Trust was gone. People laughed at the Karma drone, unfortunately, and therefore in January 2018, the drone was officially discontinued. Now, when GoPro first announced that they were going to be developing a drone, I and others were very excited because they seemed like a manufacturer that really could put forward a viable proposition and give DJI true competition, but unfortunately Karma just flopped. So where do we stand today with the GoPro Karma? Well, if you look at the GoPro website, you'll see that the Karma is listed everywhere as out of stock, but look at that price. If it was in stock, it perhaps still is a bit of a good deal, because actually through firmware updates, Karma was eventually given Follow Me and other features, including compatibility with the new GoPro Hero 7. But you can't buy it because it's out of stock, but they do offer refurbished drones. Now this is where our tip-off information came to us, because a DroningON viewer was chatting with an agent from GoPro, asking about the refurbished drones and inquiring about when the Karma would be back in stock. The agent in that chat initially responded to state that the facility was upgrading their Karma drone. And when they questioned further, the subsequent response came through to state that they've had lots of current competition and releases from a different company. Now I wonder which company they're referring to there. DJI perhaps? But they then went on to say that they're not sure of the release date, but that there is a lot of improvement that they've added to the drone. Now that doesn't sound like basic updates to a firmware release, because this drone is discontinued. They wouldn't be updating its hardware or any other aspect of the existing offering. This does sound like there might be a new drone behind the scenes currently being developed with lots of upgrades and improvements over what was previously on offer. Now it might just be that this chat agent's communication is a bit lost in translation, but on the other hand, maybe this agent has accidentally let slip that the GoPro Karma 2 might be on its way. For the GoPro Karma 2 to be a success, it has to do everything that the DJI's current offering can do from the Mavic range, but more, because they need to be able to win over those consumers once again. Will a Karma 2 drone reuse the Karma grip concept? Because of the entire Karma launch, which consisted of a drone with a detachable camera and a gimbal, the grip was probably the most successful part of it. And actually the grip is still sold today, and it's still quite well respected despite its high price tag compared to other 3-axis mechanical gimbals. Would the Karma 2 reuse a Hero camera? It seems a bit of an archaic invention to me to actually install a box camera like the Hero 7 into a drone, when actually the drone would probably be more efficient if it came with its own integral GoPro developed camera, which of course then has weight savings as well. Perhaps we're reading too much into this chat conversation with a GoPro chat agent, but anyway, if the Karma 2 was launched, would you consider it? Would you buy it? And what does it need to have for it to appeal to you? Comment below with your thoughts about this. Give this video a thumbs up and of course share it. And if you enjoy this content, then please hit subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.